So this morning we've just joined up with Robbie and Melvin, and we're sitting with a large male cheetah. He's out in the southwestern open grasslands of Londolozi. Currently, as it stands, he's just laying down in the grass, but he has been getting up and moving quite steadily, sort of in an easterly direction this morning, hoping to try and find some prey. So we're just currently sitting here as he's just resting. He's got his head up. Cheetah are very vulnerable, so they're often on the lookout for any danger as well as any prey. Casually, whilst we're sitting here and he's rolling around, we've got two large rhino off to our south, which is amazing. Some big clouds rolling around in the distance, so it's just a great scene nonetheless. What we're hoping for is for him to then get up and start moving, and if we do find any fallen over trees or termite mounds, we hope he might go up that. That just gets him a bit of elevation, which he's then able to use as a bit of a vantage point to be able to see if there's anything else around here. It's great to be able to spend a bit of time with this cheetah. He's got up and moved, walked right past the vehicle, which was amazing, and now he's settled down under the shade of a knobthorn tree. There has been quite a bit of rain in the last few days, and so this black cotton soil underfoot is starting to stick between his claws and his paws there, so you see he's trying to shake it off and get rid of some of that mud. It's a nice open patch for him here, so he's able to see any danger, and it is starting to warm up quite a bit, so I presume he's just going to rest here for at least the next couple of hours until he maybe then can lift his head up, see if there's any potential prey around here. He is looking fairly hungry, his belly is empty. But it's been amazing spending some time with him. I don't think he's going to get up to too much more, so we're probably going to leave him and start heading back towards camp before it gets too warm. We've just arrived to an incredibly awesome scene with the Shimonga young male up in one of the marula trees feeding on an impala lamb kill that his mother, the Shimonga female, had made at some point during the course of last night. And he's lying up there, the sun's just breaking through the clouds, and this beautiful golden light is illuminating him perfectly up on this amazing branch. Mother's lying in the grass just at the base of the tree. But it's just a phenomenal scene there. You can see he's feeding away, looking around. Obviously still quite inquisitive and playful, so I'm sure at some point he's probably going to move this kill around and try and practice hoisting it.
It's great to see how well these two are doing. The Shimonga female has been phenomenal, and it's great to see that now she's raised this cub to where it is. That's giving her a very good track record, because she's raised that previous cub who's now the Ndzhenga male, and this male's nearly a year old. In a month or so's time he's going to be a year old, and from there on I don't want to say it's plain sailing for him, but the chances of his survival are much greater. And so it'll be great if he is able to survive, and I mean that gets the Shimonga female to about 100% track record. She obviously has lost a cub in the previous litter, but we believe that this was only ever one cub. She's done very well to raise him to where he is, and also with the male dynamics being pretty stable at the moment, that's allowing her to then raise him successfully. There we go, as we thought, he's dragged the kill up even higher. So it's a pretty difficult view now. We can't really see too much of him, as well as there's very little left of this carcass. So we're going to carry on, see what else we can find for the afternoon. But amazing sighting nonetheless, and great to actually just spend some time with these two, and what a perfect scene and setting it was.
So this morning Barry managed to find 3 of the Anzanga males and 1 Ntsevu female, after having seen a whole lot of vultures all up in a tree. And turns out they've actually caught and killed a giraffe behind us there, so they must have been feeding on this throughout the course of last night. Their bellies are all enormous, and they're just dotted around here. We've got 1 male in front of us there, male and female off to our side here. The 3rd male's in the grass closer to the carcass that side. But we're unsure if they managed to kill this giraffe themselves, or if they found it dead, have chased off whatever other scavengers would be around here, and have fed on it themselves. If they did catch it, that would have been incredibly impressive to watch, with 3 big male lions and a female all bringing it down. But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of meat there, so we expect them to probably be around here for quite some time. It's great to actually just see 3 of the Ndzhenga males all together. This is a female that has been with the 1 male. He's actually the male with the crooked front left paw, and they've been together for the last probably about a week or so. We don't know if they've been mating or not. We haven't actually seen them mating, but just the fact that they've been together for quite a long time probably could indicate that they were hoping to mate, or she may have been in a false estrus. This could also possibly be the barren female from the Ntsevu pride. It's quite tough to tell right now. The more time that these males spend with the Ntsevu females probably then means that they're going to hang around for even longer once they become very familiar and acquainted with the Ntsevu pride. But it's great, it gives us a good chance to actually just look at some of the details. There's a lot of flies around here, they're irritating us, but you see they're also irritating the lions, and they come in and they bite them. So you'll see often they're thrashing their heads around, flicking their tail, tucking their heads into some of the deeper bushes, hoping to actually just use the grass and leaves to keep the flies away from their faces. The good thing is they'll probably be around for the next 2 days or so. This could also then possibly draw in the other Ntsevu lionesses to come and feed. The sun broke through the clouds, and immediately all of the vultures in the background just spread out their wings, turned around facing their backs to the sun, just to try and warm themselves up as well as to try and dry off, because there was a bit of rainfall last night, so they haven't had a chance to actually dry out their wings. Whilst we were watching that, the female got up and came across for a drink at one of the wallows here. An amazing morning so far. She's settled off down in some of the bushes ahead of us there. The males are all lying in the shade. Their bellies are still so full, so I highly doubt they're going to feed anytime soon, but we'll probably try and come back this afternoon if there's some space, or possibly even tomorrow morning, and just see what's materialized from there. So this afternoon we're hoping to get back across to those lions to see how much more of that giraffe they had eaten, and during the middle part of the day we'd had a massive downpour, and all of the river crossings through the Tugwan drainage, which I personally have never seen flowing, are all uncrossable, and we know that already we've lost one victim to the pink pouch this afternoon, and we don't really feel like being a second. So what we're going to do is probably turn around and start heading back towards camp, because no matter which crossing we try and get to, it doesn't seem possible to be able to cross them. So we'll have to come back in the morning when the water levels have subsided.